So Summer gets told by Rolly that she can't perform, and then she takes matters into her own hands and calls Natalie herself. Child, this gonna get her in a whole lot of trouble. But is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blaze.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Voodoo Doll TV, back with a quick little juice or whatever the case may be. And girl, we over here talking about baddies, and it is a lot going on. This performance has the girls in a rough, a timble, girl, everything that you could think of, and it's got everybody wanting some head off their shoulders. Now, in my opinion, I will say this. If the rule from Natalie is everybody that got booed should not perform next, then that would mean none of the big three should perform. But it seems like because one of the big three, Lex that is, happens to be in good with the top three, I guess Natalie and them, she's going to get to perform, and Summer and Dolly is not. And now because Summer's making noise about it, people are trying to flip it as if she's antagonizing Lex and Dolly. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not stupid. I know Zeus and their editing. We could be missing out whole key parts of these conversations because they like us to wonder what they talking about. However, I didn't see anywhere where this girl was antagonizing Lex and Dolly, let alone just saying that, hey, if the rules are the rules, we all should not be able to perform. But I've been telling y'all since these girls fell out that Dolly just wants to fight Summer. And honestly, the way she kept calling Summer out in this here scene, she just would have had to get it over with. I ain't gonna lie. She would have had to beat me up right then and there because I wasn't gonna let her catch me later. This girl really wants to fight Summer, and it's weird. But at any rate, we got that going on, and Summer talks too much. She does do the most. But in this situation, it's given that they really want to fight the girl, especially Dolly, because she don't want to be friends no more. But outside of that, because we got more of that to talk about, Biggie almost mushed Tommy all the way to the upper room, girl, and Tommy Tommy. She ain't even know it was coming. My girl almost had a heart attack. We got that and a few other things, and we gonna get into those things. But before we do, y'all, do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you are new to the dollhouse, welcome, honey, to the dollhouse. Go ahead on, kick your feet up, make yourself comfortable because you're gonna come back, girl. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you'll know when I upload and or go live. Also, I need everybody to drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this episode because it is a lot happening and I may miss some things. So y'all drop down in the comments and let me know. But now that we've gotten that out of the way, y'all already know what time it is. Grab your things. Grab your things. Get your liquor, your earbuds, your Zai, whatever it is you got. I ain't give it to you, so it ain't on me. Just grab it and come on in, girl. Let's get right into this doggone show. So now the episode opens up where we left off. Big Gretchen done ran up into the house and ran smooth up on Suki and her friend Sapphire. Now remember, Gretchen wants to fight Suki because Suki beat her up for using the N-word earlier. Now mind you, Gretchen just came off the ICU list because she done got cut across her neck and they had to damn near do surgery to bring her back. At least that's how they acting, her and Tinkerfat. But at any rate, she said her hand's still working. And she said Suki gonna have to catch them hands for playing with her. Now on the flip side, Lex is over there trying to hold on to Sapphire because they don't want Sapphire and them to jump this girl Gretchen. Now if you let Sapphire tell it, they don't need to jump no Gretchen. But after I just seen what I saw, yes y'all do. Stop the cap, girl. I mean, look at Suki. Talk about let me go. For why? Girl, Gretchen came in there and tore you out the frame. And it's the worst part, Suki, girl. I wanted you to win. But she got you, fam. She beat you up. Just take the L. Mind you, Gretchen wanted to fight both of them, but she really came in to fight Suki. It was Sapphire who decided to jump in for her friend because none of them know how to fight. Hell, you put them together, they couldn't be one good fighter. You feel what I'm saying? So they had to jump. And when Sapphire tried to play it off like she just wanted to talk, she ended up swinging on that girl Gretchen. She missed, yet and still swung on the girl because they wanted to get their lick back because honestly, Gretchen got hers back off of Suki. And I hate that. And let me just say this. Ain't nobody bullying Gretchen. All Gretchen got to do is stop saying the word and we're done. But she won't. So it is what it is. Let the chips fall where they may. Now, Suki, of course, started to tell the girl all types of stuff. Then she started doing split, talking about she a coochie girl and all of this stuff. It's just disgusting. Gretchen alleges that there's a smell coming from there, but knowing that house, it could be coming from anywhere. So now Rolly gets in the confessional to tell us that she still needs to have this house meeting because Natalie entrusted her with telling the girls that some of them is not going to be performing in the next city, which is Chicago. So now Rolly gather all the girls and tell them that she's the stand-in for Natalie and she has some news that she has to deliver on Natalie's behalf. She says that because some of the girls got booed at the last station or the last city, that certain people are not going to be performing at the next one. According to Rolly, her and Natalie discussed the fact that girls being booed is not a good look for the brand. So anybody who was booed at the last performance, which was really the first, will not be performing on the next one. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't think that that's cool because different cities going to yield different results. But ultimately, if that's the rule, then it looks like we got to go with that rule, right? Well, obviously that rule doesn't apply to everybody because according to Rolly, Summer and Dolly can't perform, but Lex can. Now, mind you, Dolly don't care because Dolly not really no artist. And if I'm being completely honest, all these girls, ain't none of these girls real artists for real. Hell, not even Suki at this point. None of these girls are real artists. It's just girls who have songs. So people like Dolly not performing, she cool with it. But Dolly's biggest issue is she don't like that Summer is the one keep bringing it up. Now, Summer feel like, girl, if the rules are going to be the rules, then everybody that got booed shouldn't perform. She brought up the fact that they were saying F Dolly when Dolly performed. And she brought up the fact that Lex, they were saying Big Ivory when she was performing. So technically, she got booed as well. So according to Summer, if we all got booed, then all of us should not be performing. But according to Rolly wants to get too big for her britches and she ain't even in the pants yet. And all of a sudden, she wants to be able to pick and choose who can and can't perform. And honestly, this is where the problem is to me. I don't think this right. Now, Dolly gets in the confessional talking about she tired of Summer antagonizing her. But again, unless it's something we're missing vocally, because we know Zeus in the editing, unless there's something we missing, I didn't see Summer antagonizing Dolly. I saw her mentioning Dolly, saying that she shouldn't be doggone performing because the facts are the facts. But to say that she's antagonizing her, I think that's a stretch. And again, I don't necessarily agree that if you got booed in the very first city, that you're automatically going to be booed in the second one. Because like I said, different audiences, different strokes for different folks. But if we're going to have a rule, it should be universal. Like this girl said, Summer, if I got booed, both of them got booed, then all three of us should be sitting out. But if not, then I'm going to perform because it's not fair that Lex gets to perform and Summer doesn't. But see, again, it's over here with Rolly saying what she say. Oh, I said Lex could perform. Well, who are you? You can barely perform, you fat, funky, nasty bitch. Who you think you is? Now, Lex immediately intervenes and was like, keep my name out of your mouth. It ain't my fault I get to perform. She said, I didn't get booed. They just were saying Big Ivory. And Summer was saying, girl, it's all the same stuff. Either way, you shouldn't perform like I shouldn't. You see this Biggie, this big Dominican? See how she was being messy. Because she want to jump up and say, Summer, bro. I swear to God, bro. Don't antagonize her, bro. When you antagonize her, you make her mad, bro. I swear to God, don't antagonize her. I'm big Dominican, bro. Don't do it. And when she said that, all it did was turn Lex up and Dolly. Because now Lex and Dolly was like, I'm saying, that's all she want to do is antagonize us and we chilling. And I'm over here saying, again, unless something is edited out and I didn't see it, from what we saw, I don't see her antagonizing her, but just saying the truth. Like, girl, all of us was trash if all of us gonna be trash and we got booed. But Dolly, I'm telling you, just wants a reason to fight this girl, Summer. She been wanted to fight Summer. Honestly, she probably never cared for Summer in the beginning. So once Summer cut them off, it was up for Dolly because she never cared in the first place. It's Lex who had the emotional attachment after they was allegedly over there scissoring. And not allegedly because she even admitted it. So, child, it was only Lex with the attachment. Dolly literally could care less. She's ready to fight on any given Sunday. So then it got to the point because Summer kept responding every time Lex saying stop antagonizing me. And in a sense, she was. I ain't gonna lie. In a sense, because girl, just let it go at this point. But maybe Summer feel like girl, fair gonna be fair. Either way, after saying so much, Lex basically tells Summer that she was gonna golf her. She was gonna beat her up the next time she say something. And you know what's crazy? Every time they say they want to fight Summer, she says she don't want to fight back. And people might say, yeah, she's saying that, but then her actions are different, and maybe they are. I'm telling you from what we're seeing on the show, I just don't see it. So while it looks as if Dolly is just trying to antagonize Summer, telling Summer to watch her mouth because she'll hit her and this, that, and the third, Summer ain't really trying to pay no more attention to Dolly. She done already told Dolly, I don't want no smoke. But Summer did turn to Mariah and tell Mariah that she wanted smoke with her because Mariah was going around saying something crazy about her. It don't matter. I don't remember. Either way, they ended up saying they gonna fight and they squared up. Now, first and foremost, I am so over this song and dance that Summer and Mariah do. Girl, y'all fight all the time and y'all never win. Even though y'all in the same fight, none of y'all never win. Like, we tired of seeing it. Hurry up and fight and get it over with and be done with it at this point. I mean, look at the fight. You see what I'm saying? It's like watching two toddlers. Girl, it's just ridiculous. Girl, y'all too slim for this. All on these people internet. And Mariah, pick your head up, fat. You fighting like your mama did. So they ended up breaking it up. Thank the Lord. Again, nobody won. Even if somebody won, still, nobody won. They broke it up. Mariah Lynn was still talking her shit's naive, talking about she won another round the next day and the next day and the next day. I didn't too particularly care for this part. And I also didn't care for the fact that Anna Mac talks too much and she don't never get in the paint. I mean, she's been called out on how many episodes? And every time they call her out or anybody call her out is, oh, I don't want to fight. But yet and still, she always front and center for somebody else's fight. Ciao. So now while all the commotion is going on, Tommy creeps in the bike. I guess Lemmy told her she got to come down and shoot a scene or she ain't going to get paid. But remember, the last time Tommy was here, the Jump Out girls jumped out on the whole crew. So Tommy decided that she ain't want to go do filming with all the rest of the girls. She'll just do a one-on-one with Rolly, big fat funky nasty. So she did just that. Now, when Summer went to follow them into the kitchen, it turns out Mariah went behind her and snuck her. She got her good. Mariah went behind Summer and snuck her good. And look who all was jumping over the sofa, Anna Mac. I remind you, Summer did ask Anna if she wanted to fight and told Anna they could square up right then and there if they wanted to. And Anna said no. But all of a sudden, she jumping over couches. I don't want to hear she was just doing that to help no doggone Mariah or to stop the fight. You can't trust the heifer. But meanwhile, at the kitchen, Tommy is telling Rolly that she's not comfortable filming with all the girls because some of these girls is just bottom feeders or something like that. At least that's what I got from it. But really, she's scared to go meet up with Tavi and them because they gonna want her head off her shoulders. Meanwhile, in the living room, Biggie decides that this is the best time for her to confront Tommy about telling her that she wasn't no star. She said, because according to the last performance they had, she got the standing ovation and nobody liked Tommy. So technically, she's the star. So Biggie follows her into the kitchen, and when she gets in there, at first Tommy is kind of saying hey to everybody except Biggie. Probably because she knew what type of time Biggie was on. It's giving Biggie needs some screen time, and she's going to get it from Tommy. Biggie brings up the fact, she was like, hey, yo, bro, I know you saw the performance, bro. I came on right after you, bro. I'm Big Dominican. You heard the audience. They say Big Dominican, bro. They love me, bro. You didn't love me. You said I wasn't a star. I was a star. I shined brighter than you last night, Tommy. Can you say that? Tell the truth, Tommy. I'm a star. Tell me I'm a star. You have to tell me I'm a star. I'm Big Dominican, bro. I'm not even from here. So Tommy got out of her seat and was like, look, Biggie, I done told you was cute. I done told you the song was cute. Why is you trying to make this whole big old scene up in here? We done had this conversation. But according to Biggie, Biggie said, no, it's bigger than the conversation. It's the fact that she's really a good friend to Tommy. And Tommy done went on the internet and told everybody that they wasn't friends. She told her she wasn't a star. And according to Biggie, that really hurt her feelings because she's been wanting to scissor Tommy since she met her. So when Biggie is all over Tommy, telling Tommy that she's wrong and she's not a good friend for not giving her props, Tommy is looking at Biggie like, girl, we done already talked about this and I'm not going to go over it with you again. But instead of Tommy saying that, Tommy is just looking at Biggie laughing at her, playing her like she's nothing. I ain't going to lie. Biggie gets heated and jumps up in Tommy's face, and the security jumps in thinking that Biggie was gonna hit Tommy. This is where Biggie was dirty. Biggie told the security, "I would never hit her, bro. I swear to God, I'm Dominican. I don't even fight, bro. I'm Dominican. I'm big Dominican. We don't even have hands, bro. I would never hit her. I love her, bro." She lied to that security guard and told that security guard she would never hit Tommy because Tommy is her sister, and as a matter of fact, she'd let Tommy hit her. She said because that's the type of love she had for her sister, but that was the setup for Tommy, little slow ass. Biggie stands over Tommy and tells Tommy how much she loved her, how she gave her all her Section 8 money back when she was on Section 8, how basically she said she would write her every day, and she did, but Tommy blocked her messages. She said she's done everything for Tommy, and Tommy don't care. And Tommy said, "Bitch, I done already told you I wasn't your friend. How many times you need me to say it? Do you need me to put it in Dominican letters, bitch?" And when she said that, all hell broke loose. All I know is somebody said, "Get that empanada out of my pocket." And then all of a sudden, Biggie jumped up and hauled into action and had done mushed that girl Tommy head all the way to the backyard. I see, oh, now Big Dominican, you wrong for that. Biggie is wrong. And look a doggone Rolly. See, Rolly just was on here saying she done busted under her arms like a can of biscuits. Is this why? Poor Rolly, put your hands down, girl. I guess Rolly wanted to make sure Tommy don't beat Biggie too bad. I don't know. Either way, it didn't work out because by the time security got in the middle, Tommy was already mushed and Biggie was already accepting her fate that she was about to get beat up. But she didn't though. So either way, Tommy, girl, the damage was already done. But Tommy feel played. Look at Tommy was telling the security, "Let me hug her. That's my sister. Let me hug her." Security ain't crazy, bitch. You don't want to hug no Biggie. You want to put hands and feet on Biggie. We ain't crazy. Tommy, go lay down. Why did you even come here, girl? So now they get to breaking up the fight and look at Biggie. "I don't care, bro. Swear to God, I don't care, bro. I swear to God, I'm big Dominican. We always get beat up. We don't care. I don't care. It's just about the friendship, bro. It's just about the friendship. I thought we was friends, my nigga. I thought we were friends." No, y'all was never friends. She keep telling you that, girl. Now, Biggie got away from security and went on to the living room to tell everybody about the commotion that happened in there. And everybody was in there telling Biggie not to go in there messing with Tommy and that her and Tommy is real friends and real friends have real issues or something like that. When she came out with her muffin cap peeled back blue, it took my girl Suki by surprise. Suki couldn't believe her eyes. Look at Suki. Poor Suki. That's how I was looking. Because I was like, girl, how the hell half of your wig come off and the other half stay on? It must be because they sewed the back down and glued the front. I don't know. On the flip side, Tommy is in the kitchen telling Biggie's crew that she don't understand why Biggie is tripping. Now, Anna, Mariah, and Suki is trying to explain to Tommy how much Biggie care about her as a friend, how much Biggie loves her as a sister, how Biggie will windmill for her behind anybody. It don't matter. Biggie just loves you. And that's what Anna was telling her. She said it's kind of weird. Me and her even almost got into a fight because I said F you one time. And then she wanted to fight me. And we both Dominican Republic or something like that. So she was trying to explain to Tommy that girl really care about her. But Tommy said Biggie is crazy. She said she done spoke to Biggie on many occasions about the same thing. She knew that Biggie was only coming to the show to do it on a storyline type of tease. And she wasn't going to let Biggie do it. She said so when she laughed in Biggie's face, it's not because she don't care. It's because she understands exactly what Biggie is trying to do. And Biggie trying to get a storyline off of her. Now outside, Tavy must have forgot to put her glasses and her pork chops back on her eyes. Because, bitch, Big Lex done shut both your eyes like NyQuil, slut. Put your glasses back on. How you gonna help Biggie fix her face when you need somebody to help fix yours, Rocky Balboa? Girl, get off of here. In the kitchen, Tommy said she done had enough of Biggie with this craziness because even Rolly is trying to talk some sense into Tommy about why Biggie love her so much. And basically, Tommy pulls out her phone and was like, girl, look, let me show y'all these text messages so y'all can see that your friend Biggie is crazy, that this girl is lying on me. So she pulls out her phone and she was like, look, what today is? Monday? Friday, my bad. You know, her days crossed because they said she be on the ski slopes. But anyway, she said this text was from a couple of days ago, which was Saturday, where her and Biggie discussed extensively how proud of her she was and how much of a star she is. She said for Biggie to bring this back to the doggone show is simply because of a storyline. Now, this made Mariah Lynn them feel some type of way because Anna and Mariah was like, well, girl, that girl lied and told her she ain't spoke to you in months. She don't have to lie. Yes, she do. What else Biggie got going on? She need that check for next season, girl, please. Meanwhile, Biggie in the living room landed on thick with her little lying ass. Girl, Biggie, you got to stop. Why would you tell us you hadn't spoken to that girl and she been annoying you or ignoring you? I'm sorry. Whole time y'all be on the phone every night. Biggie, she gonna beat you when she gets you. She gonna get them jump out girls to whoop your big ass next time. So anyway, my girl Tommy said she didn't had enough filming for the day. She said they're going to have to pay her extra for this because she was not supposed to fight. But don't worry about it. She got something for Biggie big ass whenever she come bike. And she had to leave out the back door. I don't blame you, Tommy. Go lay down, fat. So now Rolly announces that the girls are going to go back to the hotel. And again, they only getting these houses to film during the day and they sleeping in hotels. Y'all must have been tearing down them people's houses where they can't get an Airbnb for y'all to spend a night in no more, huh? Anyway, she tells them they about to get back to their hotels and rest up for the performances. And she say it still stands that Summer and Dolly can't perform, but Lex can. That's not right. Summer said over her dead body, she's going to perform. She said she don't give a damn what nobody say. She going to get on that mic and she going to rock that bitch. Okay? So now the girls pile up on the bus and Summer is not taking she's not performing as an answer. So she decides that regardless of what Natalie got going on, she about to call Natalie and settle this for once and for all if she performing or not. She said because she don't have to be here. She could be gone. Now, DJ Sky tried to be the peacemaker and tell the girls, listen, y'all, one band, one sound. We started together. We gonna finish together. Somebody told her shut her ugly ass up in the background. And guess what DJ Sky did? Shut her ugly ass up. Shut your ugly ass up, DJ Sky. Ain't nobody talking to you. At any rate, Summer makes the announcement that she's going to call Natalie, even though Rolly told her in the house that if she have issues to call Natalie. And then Fana was like, don't call her Summer. She's grieving from her bodyguard, security guard. No, she not. At any rate, Summer was like, she don't care. She calling anyway. So Summer calls Natalie and was like, Natalie, Rolly just told us that everybody that got booed couldn't perform. Is that true? Natalie said, yeah. She said, well, if that's the case, she said, I'm being told that I can't perform. Whole time Lex is being told that she can't perform when in fact we were both booed. She said, so if the rules are if you were booed, you can't perform, shouldn't that rule go for everybody? And Natalie said yes. Natalie said my rule was originally that whoever got booed can't perform. And honestly, that told me right then and there that damn Rolly was just making an executive decision because they trying to isolate Summer. I believe it. And Lex sitting over there being all quiet, acting like she don't feel no type of way. But Lex is not a performer. If she got booed, she don't need to be performing. Period, point blank. Now, I understand the girls feeling like the timing was off, but again, right before they got on the bus, my girl Rolly told her to call Natalie if she have a problem. Now, she did couple that with the fact that Natalie is grieving her bodyguard, but I don't believe that, and you shouldn't have told her to call. Now, Dolly really feels some type of way. Let me tell you something. Dolly is on one breath saying she don't care about performing because she don't care about the music, but then on the other hand, feeling antagonized by Summer. I'm telling y'all what I know. Dolly already had it on her mind to fight her. There's nothing Summer's gonna say or do any differently. Even if Summer don't never say nothing else to Dolly. Dolly want to fight Summer. It's in her heart. So Summer on the phone with Natalie jumps up and was like, thank you, Natalie, because this bitch just told me I couldn't perform, but Lex could. Now, when she said that, she was referring to Rolly, and Rolly jumps up and was like, who the hell you calling a bitch? You. Like, when did it come where we can't call Rolly a bitch? Rolly up there hollering about respect me, jumping all up on this girl Summer like she want to fight. Summer telling everybody I don't want to fight, but my thing is, when did it become a situation where we can't call Rolly a bitch? Like, you are a bitch, Rolly. A big one, yet and still a bitch. Like, you could be called a bitch. Talking about, I don't want to fight you neither, but you gonna respect me. For why? Why should anybody respect Rolly? Girl, bye. Now, Natalie is on the phone trying to calm the girls down, telling them she don't want them to fight over it, but basically said the rule applies. All the girls that were booed, they cannot perform. It just is what it is. Now, Rolly don't like this because in Rolly's mind, you just like overranked her or something. Like, you went above her head. Rolly don't like this, and Rolly was like, bitch, you just feel some type of way because I told you you can't perform. But my word is my word. Actually, it's not. That's why she mad, because that girl called Natalie. And this is the craziest, funniest part about this girl, Summer. Even in the midst of her life being in danger, all them girls was dragging for Summer, cussing her out, girl, and Summer wasn't paying them no mind. Girl, Summer looked over at DJ Sky and said, play that shit, DJ Sky. Girl, I was weak. Let's move on. So now in the next scene, we got Cole, Killer, and Fonda speaking about the K. Rican situation. Again, I didn't know K. Rican was going to have a whole storyline and she not here. Killer basically telling Fonda she don't appreciate Nunu, saying she checked her when she didn't. And on the flip side, we got Biggie out there talking to some of the little three or whatever they is. And she's basically telling them that she's on Suki's side with the Suki versus Gretchen situation. She said because when Gretchen gets drunk, she really does too much. I guess Gretchen get drunk and forget the things that she say, just like a lot of these girls. It seems to be a trend on this show. I wonder what they putting in that liquor. If anything, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And while everybody's making it about what it is, about the N-word, here come Mariah. Well, maybe she shouldn't drink as much. No, just like you, maybe she shouldn't use the N-word, you clear woman. Oh yeah, we done caught on, but I give it to Mariah. I ain't heard Mariah say it in a while, so I give her that. At any rate, Nunu is over there freaking out talking about Gretchen was in ICU for 3 days behind the scratch on her neck. Girl, I'm not about to let y'all act like Gretchen had to be carried out on a stretcher because she got scratched across her neck. Not about to do it. On the flip side, Summer meets up with Rolly and Sapphire, and I want to say somebody else, but they kind of get a resolve on the conversation that happened in the house and then the phone call on the bus with Natalie. Now, if you ask me, I think Natalie already called Rolly and told Rolly, like, listen, I said all of them who got booed couldn't perform. That mean all of them, because it sounds like to me, Rolly has a change of heart. Rolly was like, hey, I'm kind of understanding a little bit about what you said, and like Summer was saying, I'm just saying if it's about who all got booed, then none of us should be performing. And while they outside having this one-on-one, to me, it seemed as if Rolly was understanding. It's almost as if Rolly got to wait till she get in front of the other girls to exert her dominance to show that maybe she don't have to listen to somebody. I don't know what the end game or what the goal is here, but in this separate conversation, Rolly understood where Summer was coming from. But later on in conversations, Rolly gonna act like it's a big deal. It's weird. Now, Sapphire brings up the whole Gretchen situation and say she don't feel no type of way about Gretchen going to the hospital. It happens. She said Gretchen just needs to tread lightly. And she said Gretchen drank too much. I think if Gretchen stopped using the N-word, we wouldn't be here. That's it. Let's move on. So now inside of the house, it's time to do a house meeting. And this girl, Dolly, will not let the house meeting go off without saying her little 1-2 ying-yings in reference to Summer. Now, mind you, nobody brought up Summer, but according to Dolly, she said every time Summer get drunk, Summer start to antagonize her, basically wanting her to fight. She said, and she been sparing Summer, but no more. She told Summer straight up, she said, next time you get drunk, I'ma whoop your ass because you stay antagonizing me. Now, this the gag. Summer just like, okay. And that is driving Dolly insane. She's not getting the reaction out of Summer. She's not getting Summer to say something to make her pop her, and that's driving her, I'm telling you. Now, no matter how hard Dolly goes telling Summer that she's gonna fight her, drag her, toe tag her, beat her, and all types of stuff, Summer is just like, okay. But Dolly spends the next 20 minutes talking about how she want to fight Summer, or she will fight Summer if Summer get out of line. And I ain't gonna lie. This just me. Even if I was scared to fight Dolly, even if I didn't want to fight Dolly. Dolly had done sold so many wolf tickets and talked so much crap about how she want to fight Summer if Summer get drunk again and get out of line. At one point, I felt like Summer should just get up and fight her right then and there. Because it seems like Dolly wants Summer to get drunk so she can have a reason to fight her and dog her. But my thing with Summer is no matter how much you say you don't want to fight her, it is clear and obvious Dolly wants to fight you. I would rather, if I were me, this is just me, if I was Summer, I know Summer don't know this at the moment, but girl, the fight is inevitable. level, she's gonna fight you. No matter if you say something again to her, she is going to fight you. Summer, if I was you, she'd have had to fight me right then and there. Girl, let's get it over with before I get drunk and I'm off my rocker, girl. If you're gonna drag me down and beat me, then beat me here. Let the Lord guide my hands and let it just be what it be. I refuse. I would not let Dolly sit up there and threaten me for as long as she did. Because it's obvious all Dolly care about is putting her hands on Summer. And Summer, you trying to avoid a fight that's gonna happen. Just let it go. My assessment of Dolly act like she got it all together. Dolly act like she's that girl. But it seemed like ever since Summer dropped her off on the corner, she's been mad, sad and bad. Like Summer said, I just don't want to be friends with y'all no more. And it seems like Summer's having one conversation and they having another. But I'm telling you, they having the same conversation. Dolly is mad because Summer is not friends with her no more. But she's not going to say that. She's going to use every other excuse to fight her. But for real, she really want to fight her because, bitch, how dare you leave me high and dry? I feel it. I believe it in my heart. I said what I said. And see, Rolly, oh, Summer, I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to jump in. It's giving y'all setting the girl up to get beat up. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased. Maybe. But I think I already know I'm biased a bit. But I'm telling y'all, man, I see something different. They trying to set the girl up to get beat up. Ain't nobody around there getting beat up the way Summer getting beat up. And I think that everybody enjoys it. She becomes the punching bag. I don't know if they wanted her to quit. I don't know what they wanted from Summer. But Summer ain't giving them what they want. And that's why they keep setting her up for the kill. Like Dolly said, bitch, I ain't Lex. And that was a low blow. But she said, bitch, I ain't Lex. I don't give a damn about you. I done fought friends before. That's what Dolly said. That's a cold bitch. I would never want to be friends with a bitch who fight their friends. She pointed Summer out and told Summer she gonna wait for her to get drunk and violate again. Summer, you better than me. You should just get it off the floor right now. And let me make you laugh. So tell me why Dolly turns to all of the girls in the room and tell them that when she's dealing with anything with the big three, that they all need to mind their business. That this is business between her and her so-called ex-friends. Mind you, she says she don't care about fighting her friends, but she want to be able to handle her business with her friends. Now, Tasiki tries to jump in and was like, yeah, because I'm trying to say X, Y, and Z. And she kind of even went up on Tasiki a bit. Tasiki was like, girl, I was talking about Summer, not you. But I'm over here saying, Tifa, you shut up unless you about to fight. We don't want to hear nothing you got to say. And Dolly ends up going in on Suki because Suki basically said, but Dolly, I've been told y'all wasn't friends. Like, you not Summer friends, Summer not y'all friends, and that's cool. Dolly even went up on Suki, and Suki was like, girl, I said what I said. I'm going to say my part regardless, as she should. But in my opinion, though, Summer just needs to either fight Dolly right now or be ready to fight later, because even if Summer don't say nothing, Dolly is going to fight her because that's the type of bitch she is. Them the type of hoes you got to leave in the gutter. Let's move on. Now, in the next segment, I went down in the comments on Zeus Network and realized y'all wasn't feeling this. It's Scotty with the body takes Milan with bald head jailer. And apparently y'all was in the comments saying, oh, I skipped past this part. I know y'all lying. I beg your finest, skip. How y'all gonna jump past this part when y'all was over there just clapping for Scotty, saying y'all gonna watch Scotty with the baby? Now y'all don't want to watch Scotty with the shopping spree? Oh yeah, y'all out of pocket. I thought y'all was gonna buy the album. Girl, at any rate, Scotty and Baldhead Jailer takes Milan, and we find out that Baldhead Jailer is a designer. And what we supposed to do with that? All she do is wear white kilts and shit. Girl, we don't care. Look at Baldhead Jailer. You know, she done put a wig on and turned brand new. So look at Baldhead Jailer. So thank you for having me on the trip. You know, Milan is like my fifth home. I design clothes and I come over here and get shitted on all the time. But enough about me. How are things going on with you and Lemmy? At first, Scotty was about to lie and said things have been peaches and cream and she's been walking on cloud 9. But then the angel and the devil tapped her on the shoulder and said, bitch, don't lie to these people. Tell them what's really going on. And she decided to break down and spill the tea. So according to Scotty, life has been hell over there at the Zeus Network for her. She said that ever since she done got pregnant by that nigga, she can't find him at nighttime. He always trying to put her up on the shelf. She can't go do the bald head whole shit she used to do. Her body is getting bigger. Her belly getting bigger. She don't know if the baby gonna mess up the body. And she's nothing without the body. She's just a Scotty. She don't know what's happening. Her man is cheating on her, but he always cheating. She met him cheating. She said she don't know if he gonna like her after she had a baby? If she gonna have to put him on child support? If the nigga gonna claim the baby? She said life has been hell on wheels ever since she got pregnant. And she be on the line trying to act like it's cool. She said, but girl, save me, bitch. I don't want this baby or this nigga. Get me out of here. I post Scotty had to grab a napkin and wipe her tears away as bald-head jailer tried to lie her through this pain. But girl, at the end of the day, you are only at the beginning, girl. That nigga about to run you through there, girl. Let this be a lesson to you young hoes. The old folks used to say, how you get them is how you lose them, fat. If that nigga was cheating when you found him, Janisha, he gonna be cheating when you leave him. Now, thank God this man came in with some purses and all that to break up all of this conversation and crying. Because this whole Scotty was going to go in early labor if she shedded another tear. But that's good for her. Y'all think everything is peaches and cream behind that munions. Wait till you find out the munions ain't what it was. Child, let's move on. So now the girls all get on the bus. They're going to meet up with Natalie. And Dolly takes this opportunity to enlighten us that she knows that Summer be on some BS. She said because even though Summer act like that when she get drunk, Summer don't know that she's been putting water in her cups. According to Dolly, every time Summer gets a drink, she waters down the liquor so Summer can't get too drunk. She said so when Summer start acting crazy talking about it's the liquor, she know it's not the liquor because she waters the liquor down. I said, oh, now that's big. That makes a difference. On the other bus, they asking Summer why is it that she keeps getting to it with Dolly and them, and she says she don't understand it either. She says they dragging this whole thing out. Only thing that they mad about is the fact that she don't want to be their friend. She said everything circles back around to this whole friendship situation. She said, and I keep telling them I'm good to go, leave me alone, let me go my way. She said, and every time I say something after that, it always come back to this friendship stuff, and it don't have to be that deep. They dragging it, according to Summer. So Summer makes note that it doesn't matter what happened. By no means is she gonna fight Dolly or Lex. What's that girl name with the face? Tinker Fat talking about, well, stop antagonizing them. She was like, I'm not antagonizing them. These girls want to fight me and I don't want to fight. Summer is making it virtually clear that she does not want to fight Dolly or Lex because that used to be her friends. She said that she don't fight girls that used to be friends with her. She said it's weird. She said it don't matter what they say. She don't want to fight. And I'm over here trying to figure out if she's saying she don't want to fight, how are y'all still trying to make it like it's an even fight? And this girl keeps saying over and over, I don't want to fight these girls. Now, the girls are trying to tell Summer that basically Lex and Dolly feel like when she be saying certain stuff, she be throwing shots. But according to Summer, she said she ain't throwing no shots. She's saying the same thing she've always said. It's just the fact that they not cool no more. They trying to make it out of a friendship thing. She said it's just old and tired and played out. So she made it known she not going to fight them back. Now, on the other bus, Dolly brings up the fact that Cold Killer and Fauna fighting behind K. Regan is stupid because number one, K. Regan is not here. And number two, why is it a big deal? I'm with Cold Killer and Fauna. First of all, that's my bitch. If I want to fight for my girl, I can fight for my girl. Why I do believe that this storyline is drawn out, and if K. Regan was going to be the reason y'all fight, y'all should have just bought her back. I also have to agree that if Dolly gonna tell everybody to mind their business when it comes to the big three, then Dolly needs to turn around and mind her business when it comes to the new three. Because what happens between K. Regan, Cold Killer, and Fauna, and Nunu, and anybody else has absolutely zero to do with doggone Dolly. But for some odd reason, Dolly feels like she should give her 2 cents. And when Cold Killer tell her basically to mind her business, then Dolly feels some type of way. I'm with them. Dolly, you're wrong. You're wrong, girl. You just cussed out everybody in the living room, telling them let you deal with your big 3 issue. And then when these girls tell you to mind your business and let them deal with their new 3 issue, now as you want to have something to say. Dolly just needs something to do. Do she need a pill? Is she rolling? What's going on? Somebody give her something to calm her down. She crazy. But Cold Killer ended up going off on her and telling her to mind her business as she should. Cold Killer said, girl, let me take care of me and mine, and you take care of you and yours. But the problem is, Cold Killer, she don't have nothing to take care of. That's why she over here fishing for fights with her little duck ass. Meanwhile, back at the restaurant, Natalie is over there with that fake ass doggone bucking she doing, talking about she feels some type of way that Summer called her while she was grieving the security guard. Now, since you brought it up, Natalie, girl, you ain't Anne big worried about that security guard. I'm not Rolly, and I'm not Tinker Fat dumbass. You didn't give a damn. Y'all probably be sacrificing them people around there anyway going to them funerals. I said what I said. Natalie coming on this here internet like she's in a grieving stage and couldn't grieve because all of the drama happening with Baddies. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe that they annoy her and drive her crazy. But Natalie, I'm not about to let you do it. Bitch, you look like Cruella DeVille. You's an evil bitch. You can't grieve. It ain't in your blood. Bitch, it's impossible for you to bleed or grieve. Girl, get your half and half ass off of here. So Natalie's going in. Oh my God. Security. Production. Pass me my vape. It's gonna be a rough night. Get Summer in here. I want her first. Don't give her any vapes. Just sober. Right here in front of me right now. Get her. And Summer walking in all happy-go-lucky thinking she about to just have a one-on-one kumbaya with doggone Natalie. Whole time Natalie setting her up to pop her up in the back of the head. Duck, duck, goose. And soon as Summer walks in, Natalie tells her to have a seat right in front of her so she can see. And that's where the episode ends, child. What y'all think about this? Drop down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow me on all platforms, and I'll catch y'all hoes on the next one, girl. Let me get up over here. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.